Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbangers Kitchen. And today I've got a killer recipe for you. We are going to be making some chicken tikka. Now this is my low fat, almost anabolic, high protein chicken tikka that you can eat just as it is. You can put it in a wrap. You can even eat it with some rice. But anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's get cooking. The first thing we are going to do is prep our chicken, and I am using boneless skinless chicken breasts because I am looking for high protein and low fat macros, and chicken breast is the ideal meat for that. However, if your priority is flavor, then you want to use chicken leg and thigh meat instead. I'm going to cut the breast into tikka sized chunks. I mostly like to use this as a filling for my wraps, so I prefer nice big pieces. That way they don't fall out of the wrap. You can click on the I button on the top right corner of the screen to see my current meal plan, which includes the wrap. Now we are going to marinate the chicken, and we'll be using salt, ginger and garlic paste, Kashmiri red chili powder, and the juice of half a lime. Then give it all a good mix. Now this is the first of two marinations. We'll marinate the meat twice for maximum flavor. You want the chicken to sit in this first marination for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now for the second marinade, I'm going to need some hung curd, which is basically plain yogurt from which some of the water has been squeezed out. Now you can make this by putting yogurt in some kind of a cloth and squeezing out the water. Alternatively, you can use a low-fat Greek yogurt, or you can use the regular yogurt without squeezing out the water. But trust me when I say this, the little extra step is worth the effort. Now to make the second marinade, I'll take a tablespoon of mustard oil, then I'll add some Kashmiri red chili powder to that and give it all a good mix. The idea here is to bring out the red color so that the tikka looks red. I did try warming up the oil in the microwave, which is supposed to help bring out the red color, but I don't know if it's working. Anyway, next I add in my hung curd, and then in go my spices, which are turmeric, coriander powder, cumin powder, garam masala, mango powder, and some kasuri methi or dried fenugreek leaves, which you want to crush in your palms and add to the marinade, and then give it all a good mix. Now in goes the chicken, and we'll give it another good mix. However, I did feel like my chicken tikka wasn't looking red enough, so I decided to use a drop of red food color, and that is really going to give it that restaurant-like color. Of course, this is completely optional. I mean, no one's going to be looking at your kebabs, but my kebabs are on display here on the internet, hence I got to get them photo ready. Anyway, let the chicken sit in this marinade for about 30 minutes to an hour, but honestly, you can keep it even longer or overnight in your fridge as well. Now to cook the kebabs, I'm going to use a non-stick frying pan, and you can either use some pan spray or take a pastry brush and dip it in ghee and brush it onto the pan. The idea is to use as little cooking fat as possible to keep the fat and calories down. So hopefully this isn't more than 10 to 20 calories for the entire portion of kebabs. And then you want to cook your kebabs on a medium-high heat, and I am going to cook mine in 2 batches. Now the reason I don't add all the kebabs to the pan is because if you add all the kebabs in, the pan temperature will drop. The meat will then start to stew and boil in its own juices instead of frying and getting nice and caramelized. So anyway, once it's cooked on one side, flip it over. Now remember, chicken breast cooks much faster than leg or thigh meat, so these will not take very long to cook, about 8 to 10 minutes in total, depending on how thick you have cut the pieces. And of course, you want to get a nice dark color on those pieces. That's the masala scorching, and this happens in the tandoor as well. You'll notice that it has some black spots on it. I mean, just look at that. It looks so delicious. I'm drooling already. Anyway, once that first batch is done cooking, remove them from the pan, and then of course you want to add in the second batch and fry those till done. Anyway, cue the frying music. now that your kebabs are cooked, you can fill up your plate with all those delicious kebabs and serve it with a nice green chutney and then finish it with some sliced red onion. We Indians love our raw onions with our food, and of course some fresh coriander as well. And oh yeah, our chicken tikka is done and ready. And of course it's time to taste them. Alright folks, so it's time to taste the chicken tikka, and look who's here. It's my dad, Mickey Makija.
Actually, he doesn't have anybody else who's willing to come and taste. I'm the only guy and I love coming in front of the camera.
Yeah, my mom doesn't want to be in front of the camera, neither does my wife. So here's my dad, and I've given him just one piece of the chicken tikka because it's basically my meal prep for the rest of the week. Anyway, taste it, let me know what you think.
You know, these things have got to get either a lunch tasting session or a dinner tasting session. This after lunch having a meal is a bit...
Oh, that's pretty good.
He has outdone himself today. This could be served in any excellent restaurant and it would pass muster. Undoubtedly. You don't even need the chutney with it. It's got so much taste.
Yeah, because I didn't make the chutney, so the chutney is from a restaurant because they had tandoori chicken over the weekend, so leftover chutney. But anyway, I guess this low fat, anabolic almost, high protein chicken tikka has passed the taste. Alright folks, so my camera abruptly stopped recording, but do you give this the thumbs up, the horns up?
Absolute thumbs up, horns up and fork up, whatever. But awesome. It's all up.
So my dad has approved the chicken tikka, and I'll see you on the next episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Till then, cheers and keep eating.
There might be a little slide that comes and says sorry for the break.
Okay then.
I give it a fork up. I don't know whether it works or no. This thumbs up and this and that.
It's horns up.
Fork up.
Fork up sounds bad.
No, fork up. Not... This is what you eat with. I mean, this is what makes it go into your mouth and you enjoy the taste.
Okay then. Cool.
Okay, see you guys soon.
Yeah. Do one more. Wait, last one. Okay. Alright folks, so my father has given the thumbs up or the horns up.
Whatever you want, it's all up. Amazing stuff.
Awesome. So it's got... do it again, sorry. Alright folks, it's time to taste... Well, my dad's back to taste it with me. No, let's do that again.
Oh, you took away the whole plate of tikka?
Yeah.
I would have held it and said that this is what he's got to go through in the next 24 hours.
I may or may not keep depending on how the transition is. Anyway, one second.
Okay.
Alright, sorry. So my camera abruptly stopped recording, but I'm just figuring out the...
Yeah, see what you're saying, no?
No. Okay. Okay. Alright, so my dad has given the chicken tikka his seal of approval. What's happening to me?
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
No, but it's happening a lot these days.
Right, it happens to everybody a lot these days.